Welcome to a special journey through the Vault Empowers Talks. I'm Brandy Harvey, and it's my honor to guide you through these unforgettable moments from our incredible episodes. We've laughed, we've learned, we've been inspired, we've even shed some tears. From thought-provoking insights to heartwarming stories, these highlights are a testament to the power of conversation and community. Whether you're a long-time viewer or you're joining us for the first time, the special feature is crafted to educate, to motivate, and to inspire you.
You cannot make the shot if you don't create space. When LeBron makes a shot, he takes a step back to shoot the ball.
Yeah.
Right? You have to create space. If you don't create space, you'll get your shot blocked.
God gave you everything that you actually need to take yourself to the next level. Stop waiting on somebody to give you a yes. And that's what I tell a lot of young people. Stop waiting on people to tell you to give you a yes. You say yes every morning to yourself.
You say yes every morning to
yourself.
Yeah.
And so I started betting on myself.
To put your whole heart and everything and your whole being into something, and then you let it go with the wind.
Yeah.
And that is something that I've really been focused on. It relates to control.
You have to we all want to do a bunch of stuff and like that ambitious thing. Like y'all want to shoot movies and I want to do podcasts and I want to do all this stuff. And I think it's important to create a list of all the things we want to do and separate them. Meaning, these are the things that I'm going to do this year. But also you have to take those other things and say, these are the things that I'm not going to touch right now.
My mom would always say, always try your best.
Yeah.
No matter what you do, as long as you try your best, I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
And so I was not the best in math. And if I got a C, my mom was like, did you work hard for that C? He's like, and I am so proud of you for getting that C.
Wow.
And that was so freeing to me.
No matter what stage you are in the game of life, right, you're going to be hit with some stuff that you didn't expect.
Absolutely.
Adversity is going to come your way. You decided to put the phone down, but what's another way that you've been able to jump the hurdle of adversity?
My mother used to say to me, if it was easy, everybody would have one. No matter what it was, no matter what was going, well, if it was easy, everybody would have one. That's why it's not easy, So you have a different appreciation for it.
I think a lot of us walk this world without really defining the things that, or defining who we are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think we do a lot of things that we want other people to believe of us. But we don't really do things through our own kind of gauge.
This is something that anybody who makes a significant change in their life, they got to wrap their head around this. Sometimes the backlash you don't anticipate comes from people that are closer to you, whose lives are going to be the most disrupted by the change that you make.
Yeah.
So if you always giving. So if you're in a friendship and you always paying, then all of a sudden you set a boundary. It's like, I'm not paying anymore. Then
like, where you go? What
people
happened?
can take you advocating for you as attacking them. And it's like, yo, there's nothing wrong with you, but this is not about you, this is about me.
My mind is very binary, meaning in a year, do I want it to be, my life to be exactly the way that it is today? No, everyone wants to evolve.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you want to evolve and you want to change, you have to change things.
Yeah.
The more choices we have, the more agency we have, the more different avenues our life can take.
Yeah.
And so we do need to get more conscious about the choices that we're making.
Yeah, you work for yourself, but you got to be even more strict with yourself than say you were when you actually had an employer.
Yeah.
Those employers set boundaries for you to work within.
Absolutely.
You got to set those boundaries even more so for yourself, because you can have that flexible time space where you're getting nothing done.
Surrender, allow, be is one of my methodologies.
Surrender, allow, be.
Yes. Be the love you want to attract, right? I believe that if you want to attract it, you got to be it.
Yeah.
Captivating, endearing, and delightful,
Yeah.
right? Radiating feminine energy and high vibrations only. These are the methodologies I believe that not only prepare you for love, but they prepare you to be the best freaking human being on the earth. And that to me will reflect in the relationships you have.
Steve Jobs used to always say, focus is about what you say no to. And he says, I say no to millions of great ideas all the time, or good ideas, but I have to stay focused on great ideas.
there are certain things that you may be ready for, but there are other things that you can only learn in action.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm happy that I got that lesson at that age, because it helped to kind of cement a lot of how now I show up, not with the kind of ego or the presence of me knowing everything, but knowing that I have something to contribute meaningfully, but I'm also going to take and grow from something that I'm learning in that experience.
My parents modeled for me what marriage was supposed to look like, what family was supposed to look like. My father modeled for me what a husband is supposed to do. And so I knew what I was supposed to do. It is the old adage, just because you know better don't mean you do better.
I firmly believe when you give everything you got to something, right? I'm talking about blood, sweat, and tears, everything you got to something, right? The peace in that is not the result or the reward. The peace is the fact that I gave everything I had to it because this is who I am. So now, even if it doesn't turn out the way I want it to, I didn't go to the NFL. That was a dream I had since I was 7. It didn't happen. But it was a certain level of peace that resided inside of me because I knew September 9th, 2006, my last tackle, I can honestly say with every fiber of my being, I gave everything I had to.
That the caliber of my future, the caliber of my financial future will be determined by the financial choices that I made today. And I remember saying, you know what, I want to be wealthy. I don't want to be rich like what I see on BET and MTV at that time. I want a level of freedom that I don't see a lot of black people having. And so I went home, owned it, lived with my parents for 6 months, left and never looked back.
50-50 is non-existent in a marriage. Some days Carly's 80-20, some days I'm 80-20. And I think early on in our marriage, sometimes we fought that. Look what I'm doing, look what you're doing, how I'm showing up, why aren't you showing up this way? And I think when we realize, it's still a working journey, of course, that this is something that we're not going anywhere, so we got to figure it out. And I've tried to better understand her world as she's done with me.
One of my professors in college told me this years ago, partial obedience is complete disobedience. Partial obedience is complete disobedience.
You got to go all or nothing.
Oh, yeah.
Subscribe to Vault Empowers, powered by the one and only Steve Harvey.
Subscribe to Vault Empowers, powered by Steve Harvey.
Subscribe on Vault Empowers Talk.
Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe.
Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Vault Empowers by Steve Harvey.
Comment, post, share, and subscribe right now.